Whitney. Who's that girl? It's Whitney Reynolds. Oh, she's got a show. Catch it on the weekends. Every single Saturday, right at noon on Chicago's NBC 5.2.
Hello, welcome to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds. Today we are saluting the troops here at Harry Carey's Tavern at Navy Pier. Are you guys excited? Yeah! We have quite the group here. It is going to be so much fun. And what a great way to give back. So many people are serving for our country, and that's exactly what we want to talk about here today. So I'm joined by Jennifer Hall, who is going to open us up with the national anthem. Go ahead and take it away, sister.
See by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So impressive. That is kicking a show off with a bang. That is absolutely wonderful. What did you think, guys? Isn't she absolutely amazing? And you know what is so wonderful about this? Jennifer, tell us, you know, you've opened for the Cubs before, but are you famous?
I don't think so.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. This is what is so cool about living in the country that we do. It is a land of dreams where literally anybody can do it. And you're doing it, sister. You are here on NBC Chicago Nonstop today on Weekends with Whitney. You're awesome. So you've opened for the Cubs.
Yep.
You've been singing for how long?
About 15 years.
15 years, okay. What aspirations do you have going on? Do you have an album, anything like that coming out?
Yep, well, we recorded a record that was released back in September of this last year, and we're working on a second record. The goal is to just keep playing music and having people come and enjoy it.
I love it. So where can people find out more about you?
JenniferHall.com.
JenniferHall.com. Guys, this is just kicking off Salute the Troops episode of Weekends with Whitney. Coming up next, we have an Iraqi war veteran, and her story is not impacting just only people here in Chicago, but the whole world. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back. Yeah!
This portion of Weekends with Whitney is brought to you by Body Works Health and Wellness. Are you suffering from back, neck, or joint pain? Dr. Z and the team at Body Works Health and Wellness can get you back on track. From adjustments and massage all the way to insole orthotics to help neck and back pain, Dr. Z has a solution that is unique to you. Learn more about the Body Works chiropractic approach and begin rejuvenating your body today by visiting www.bodyworkchicago.com.
Jennifer Hall, one more time.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam, God America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Great job. Great job. Hello and welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds. Today we are saluting the troops here at Harry Carey's Tavern at Navy Pier. What a great show. I love shows that really make a difference. And for all of you that are serving our country or have in the past, thank you for everything you do. I'm joined by Iraqi war veteran, Melissa Stockwell. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
It is such an honor to have you on the set because you are a woman that has worn many hats in your lifetime and you don't let anything stop you. And that's one of the things I think is so great about your story. So first of all, let's talk about your history. When did you sign up?
So I joined ROTC in college. I went to school at University of Colorado in Boulder. Joined the ROTC program. When I graduated in May of 2002, I got commissioned in the Army as a second lieutenant, and then I went from there.
And 9/11, that was right around all that time. So when you signed up, did you know that there was a risk at you going over?
Yeah, after September 11th, our instructor told us, I was in ROTC at the time, and our instructor told us it wasn't a matter of if we were going to be deployed, or it's more a matter of when. So that kind of changed things a little bit. It's all volunteer Army. We all signed up knowing that was the case, but it became a little more relevant after September 11th.
Wow, and so you went over there, literally no regrets.
No.
And then what happened?
So my job over there was I was transportation officer, so I was a convoy commander, so I was on the road a lot. And about 3 short weeks after I was in Iraq, I was on a routine convoy really through central Baghdad, and the vehicle I was in a Humvee, and it struck a roadside bomb, and ultimately, to make a long story really short, basically resulted in the loss of my left leg above the knee, as you see today.
Wow, okay, so at that moment, whenever you got struck, did you ever think, like, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna get out of here? Like, was there any of that kind of thought that went through your head?
You know, those thoughts run through your mind. I mean, you see it on TV that they don't make it, and I mean, I've always been a pretty positive and optimistic person.
I can tell, I love your energy.
So it's kind of, you know, I kind of knew, I think I knew I was gonna be okay from the bat. I mean, I was losing a lot of blood, I had to go into a life-saving surgery, and when I came out is when I found out that I had lost my leg, but you know, I was glad it was myself, not another one of my soldiers. I just, I have a very strong support system with family and friends, so I just kind of knew things would be okay.
So you lost your left leg, but then not only did you decide to come back and go about like living life normally, but you took it to an extreme. Tell us what you've done since you've been back.
Yeah, so I've always been an athlete. I've always considered myself an athlete when I had 2 legs, so after I lost my leg and learned to walk again, I knew I wouldn't really be myself again until I got back into athletics. So thankfully there's a lot of organizations that help you do that. The Wounded Warrior Project, the Challenge Athletes Foundation, and they literally got me out of my hospital room and doing things that I sometimes didn't do with 2 legs. So,
so you were literally, I love what you just said. They got me doing stuff that sometimes you didn't even do with 2 legs.
Exactly. So, you know, it's been 8 years since I lost my leg, so I was kind of in the earlier round of going over to Iraq, but you know, I've swam in the Paralympics in Beijing, China. I've stood on podiums. I'm a triathlete now, so I'm a 2-time world champion in the sport of para-triathlon, hoping for a 3rd one this year. So I live a life of sport.
What exactly is that? People are...
Yeah, so triathlon is swim, bike, and run.
That is incredible. I know that, like, for me, I would say I'm maybe a runner, but I mean, come on, girl, you're doing it all. Swim, bike, and run.
It's great. I mean, I love the challenge. I love the sport. And actually, here in Chicago, 2 friends and myself just started a group called Dare to Try for athletes with physical disabilities here in Chicago. And I mean, we get people active, youth, adults, injured service members, really in the sport. I mean, it can change lives. Sports can change lives. It can build that confidence, lead over all of the other aspects of the life, and it's just incredible what it can do for somebody. Your
story is so motivating. What would you say to someone at home that possibly is, you know, feeling down in their situation?
I think is to really stay positive and be optimistic. And for myself, surrounding myself with people that cared about me and who wanted me to get better was a huge part of my recovery. So surround yourselves with those type of people, stay positive, things do get better. And there's so many opportunities out there, so just to take those opportunities, and I think you'll be surprised at what you can still do.
And what are you doing currently for an occupation? Because I think this is really cool too.
Yeah, so I currently work in the field of prosthetics, so called Sheck and Cyrus Prosthetics in the Chicago area. So I fit other amputees with artificial limbs, and it's extremely rewarding.
Do you ever get to work with other veterans that have lost a limb?
Yeah, we do. We have a number of patients that are veterans, and it's kind of a cherry on top to see them really succeed in the devices that we can give them.
I can only imagine, you know, coming from where the shoes that you have walked in and then coming back over here and really impacting people with your story. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years. Oh, geez.
Changing the world one day at a time.
I don't know. You know, I love the field of prosthetics. Hopefully Dare to Try, the organization here, will continue to grow. I don't know, hopefully I love life. I'm very proud of Bud the Knee Amputee. You can see I show off my pride.
I love it.
Yeah. I don't know, hopefully just feel happy.
I was gonna say, you would never know there was anything any different. And I love your story and just how it's motivating everyone. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Appreciate it.
Guys, coming up next, we are going to keep saluting the troops. We'll be right back.
This portion of Weekends with Whitney is brought to you by Christopher Foltz & Company. Weekends with Whitney is proud to be co-produced by the leader in communication strategy, Christopher Foltz & Company. Make the most out of what you do in advertising, marketing, and public relations. Chris Foltz and his team will help change the way your brand thinks about everything. To take your business or career to the next level in this economy, look no further than Christopher Foltz & Company. Visit www.christopherfoltz.com and get your brand consultation today. I know I did. Want more Weekends with Whitney? Well, now here's your chance. If you love the show, then go to Facebook and like us. Simply search Weekends with Whitney on Facebook.com. And once you're there, like us, and then you'll have exclusive access to the behind-the-scenes footage. We'll also have amazing contests worth hundreds of dollars, and we always love finding out who our fans are out there. Make sure to go to Facebook.com and search Weekends with Whitney.
Hello, welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. We're here at Harry Carey's Tavern at Navy Pier, saluting our troops. Thank you all for joining us on this special edition. I'm joined by Chaplain Hines with the Illinois National Guard. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we met, I want to tell you how we met, because not only is this woman very powerful at what she does, but we actually met at a race where we were giving back to veterans.
Yes.
Yeah, I was stretching out the crowd and you were praying over them, and it was just a wonderful day.
It was a wonderful day.
So when it came down to the show and we were trying to find the right person for this, no other person came to mind.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what you do here in Illinois.
Well, again, I'm a chaplain with the Illinois Army National Guard. I work full-time actually with the Wounded Warrior Ministry. And with that, my primary responsibility is to provide pastoral care and counseling to soldiers from Illinois who are in the National Guard who have been ill, injured, wounded in combat, or post-deployment have incurred some type of injury. And so I travel across the United States and visit with those soldiers and assist them with resources, them and their families, as much as possible.
Now, hearing Melissa's story earlier, how that impacts you?
It's something common that I've seen with not just soldiers from the Illinois National Guard, but warriors across the United States as I've visited other installations, and I find that her story of resilience is so profound. Oh,
that's right.
It's so profound that she can face such an incident in her life and just ride through life so strong, and
that's
it's just
one thing
wonderful.
That you help with daily.
Oh yes,
all the time when people come back. What are some of the whenever people do come back from overseas or serving that maybe they could encounter?
Well, the transition back home is always at the forefront for any soldier from any branch of service, whether it's a Marine, a Navy personnel, air personnel, or soldiers airmen.
Yeah.
The transition back home is always the most challenging. It's that level of patience, adapting back to your community. You come back with a different worldview from your deployment experience, and so I would say the transition would be the most profound impact.
What's one way here at home that we can give back whenever we see, maybe someone that is coming home or someone in the airport? I mean, what is one of the proper protocols?
I think one of the most profound levels of appreciation I've seen is our individuals thanking service members, no matter what branch they serve, for serving. I think that support helps us maintain a level of, it's something about being connected to the community back home that's so very important. Also, the National Guard has another program called Partners in Care, in which churches partner with us to be able to provide services to service members who are coming back from deployment who are currently serving. So those are a couple of ways in which I see the connection to be made.
And the Wounded Warrior Foundation, where'd your passion come for this?
Well, the Wounded Warrior Ministry,
yeah,
is actually something that was started by our state command chaplain in the Illinois Army National Guard. And primarily he just said, go out and provide pastoral care, and that's exactly what the mission is, to just go out and be with those soldiers. So it wasn't something that I initiated on my own. It was a vision of ministry, of chaplaincy through the Illinois Army National Guard and our state command chaplain, Chaplain Dan Crumry, who wanted to do this.
Now, how does it feel to be at Navy Pier where actually officers have been trained in the past? Like a long time ago.
Yeah, it's
actually not that long ago.
It's actually a wonderful place to be. I've always appreciated Navy Pier and their level of patriotism, especially through the USO. They always...
They're housed here, right?
Oh, yeah.
The USO is housed here.
It is. And they always, soldiers can get emails from them actually for events that community members support and provide free tickets to various events in Chicago area, Chicagoland, for soldiers. So I think it's absolutely wonderful to be here.
It's very rich in history here, and I love that. So
yes.
Going forward, what do you see yourself doing? Continue being a chaplain?
I will continue to be a chaplain. I enjoy the ministry of serving soldiers, not just in the community, but across the United States. And I really love this calling, this passion to ministry that I do.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Opening up and giving us a little tidbit of ways that we can give back. I love what you said about thanking servicemen and women when we see them. I think that's an easy way just to give right back. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. It's been wonderful.
Guys, coming up next, we've been at Harry Carey's Tavern here at Navy Pier all day long. And we are going to make some American food and also tell you if you are a veteran or serving, you can come right here and get some special discounts. We're going to break that all down, and right after the break, we'll see you right back here.
Want more Weekends with Whitney? Well, now here's your chance. If you love the show, then go to Facebook and like us. Simply search Weekends with Whitney on Facebook.com. And once you're there, like us, and then you'll have exclusive access to the behind-the-scenes footage. We'll also have amazing contests worth hundreds of dollars, and we always love finding out who our fans are out there. Make sure to go to Facebook.com and search Weekends with Whitney.
Hello, welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds. Today we've been here at Harry Carey's Tavern at Navy Pier. I'm joined by Vanessa Linsky, who's a manager here, and we've been talking all about saluting the troops, but this is true American food at its finest, right?
Absolutely, yes.
I know, we got a burger here, we have the meatloaf. We're gonna break all this down. First of all, tell us about this burger.
Well, this is your classic American fare. So it's our take on just a classic burger. It's called a tavern burger. On it we have sauteed mushrooms and onions and cheddar cheese, served with fries, of course.
I know, this is one thing that whenever I have friends from overseas, they're always like, give me a good burger. And I'm like, okay, this is where I'm gonna take you. Yeah,
tavern burger.
Exactly. So there's a difference in Harry Carey's Tavern and Harry Carey's. You have a couple locations, right?
Yes, I mean, our steakhouse is more obviously steaks and chops and Italian favorites. Our location is more sandwiches, it's smaller fare, it's pizza, it's, entree salad, so.
Yeah, and speaking of this location, I know we mentioned it a little bit earlier, but we are here at Navy Pier, which used to train a lot of our officers, all that kind of stuff. Do you have a lot of military people that stop by here?
All the time. Actually, the Naval Base, Great Lakes, they have a graduation at least every month, I believe, and it's kind of heartwarming because they all come in here afterwards to have lunch. It's the start of their, another chapter in their life, and they're choosing to have dinner or lunch or whatever it is with us and their families.
Oh, I absolutely love that. And you guys actually offer a discount for
We do.
Yeah.
For servicemen and women in uniform, we offer a discount off of your food portion of the bill.
Oh, wow, I love that. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's move right along. We have the burger, and then we have this meatloaf.
This is the tall grass meatloaf.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bite too while we're talking about it.
It's awesome. Make sure you get the sauce in there, because this is not your mother's meatloaf.
Not your mother's meatloaf, guys.
Brown spicy gravy that's served with it gives it a nice little kick. So it's definitely not exactly, you know, obviously it's not the ketchup coating that you're probably used to.
My trainer, Michael Moody, will not be happy about this.
Well, there's corn here too. Have the vegetable.
Yeah,
have
exactly,
the vegetable.
exactly.
And actually, Tallgrass is founded by legendary broadcaster Bill Curtis.
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Curtis was actually with the Marines back in his youth. His father was actually a general with the Marines. In Okinawa, he received the Bronze Star.
Wow, so this is what helped originate the recipe. Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
Well, Tallgrass beef is, they're not given antibiotics. It's grass-fed.
Another bite, here I come.
It's low in saturated fats, so it's a healthier beef product for you.
It tastes really good. And like you said, it's not your mom's meatloaf, nor is it mine. Mine tastes like I throw everything from the kitchen sink in it, you know? Yeah, but the
That's
kitchen
fine
sink.
too.
Yeah. So what do we have going over here?
This is just absolute loveliness. This is a warm chocolate cookie skillet sundae. So it's a warm chocolate chip cookie, topped with vanilla bean ice cream,
Oh
whipped cream,
my goodness.
and a caramel and chocolate drizzling on top.
I was going to say, and then we have our really patriotic drink. What is this?
This is the Patriotic Parfait Punch. It's not exactly a punch, but on the bottom you have basically a strawberry daiquiri. Then in the middle you have a pina colada, and then like a raspberry freeze on top.
Oh my goodness. If people have not tried this, this is where
really
it's at,
good.
guys. Come out and celebrate Memorial Day. Any kind of day out here. This is
Any
wonderful.
kind of day. And
Absolutely.
well, in the summertime on Wednesday and Saturdays, there are fireworks, free fireworks for anybody on the pier.
That is
so
wonderful.
Come here, have a beer, have this awesome cocktail, watch the fireworks.
I love that. And then do you have like a special chef that works exactly in this kitchen or in your other one? Or is it kind of like all your chefs are trained to handle all the food?
All the chefs are trained to handle all the food. I mean, we do have a head chef that is here, so any kind of new menu item, it's going to go through him first.
Oh, I
and
love that.
We all kind of talk about it.
And then Harry Carey's, in case someone is wondering why it is a staple here in Chicago, just give us a little bit of the history.
I mean, Harry Carey is a legendary baseball announcer. He started with the Cardinals, so that other team over there.
Oh yeah, what other
the St.
team?
Louis Cardinals. He was also with the Oakland A's for a year, and then he moved to Chicago to be with the White Sox. He was with them for 10 years, and then he moved to the Chicago Cubs, and he was there until his unfortunate passing in 1998.
Wow, and then the restaurant evolved.
From him and his buddies decided, you know what, we're going to start a restaurant. And
That's
it's going to
so
have your
awesome.
name on it.
Oh, I
and it's
love
going to be
it.
world famous, and now it is. And
It is world famous. Okay, there we go. Well, thank you so much for showing us all this American food. I absolutely love it. Thank you for having us out here today at
thank
the
you.
Rich Navy Pier. I mean, this is like rich in history and with veterans, people that serve our country all the time. They're right down here.
And we're happy to honor them as well.
I love that. I should come down and see it. Thank you so much for coming on. Guys, we have saluted the troops here all day today. Make sure, just as Chaplain Hines said earlier, if you see a man in uniform or a servicewoman, or you know that they've served our country, say thank you. I mean, there's no better way to give back. And thank you for everyone out there that's doing that. We'll see you right back here next weekend. For more information on this show, go to weekendswithwhitney.com. Thank you. This is good. I'm going to take another bite of the meatloaf. Yeah.